I've sort of realized recently that I really need and also want to take life in multiple different directions. I want to work harder, I want to expand. And why, you might ask? Well, I want to be pregnant.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. Honey, does it well, keep me dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause I could run a mile like this.
Jake and I has had a lot of important conversations over the years, but one of the ones that we've had recently that sort of changed our whole why behind what we're doing is we've decided to, if we were to get pregnant, we would keep the baby. That doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's the optimal time right now. It just means that if it happens, it's probably meant to be. Our timeline is anywhere in 2 years' time, probably. I know you can never put a timeline onto this sort of thing, but you know, wishful thinking. But how this has changed us is that we sort of have a different why now, and we're sort of are a little bit more motivated in branching out into different areas, into expanding our businesses, and also, you know, with the goal of obviously increasing our income and creating a financial foundation for a future family life. I want to be confident in what I'm doing, and I want to have lots of different, not only income streams, but focuses that I can have that I feel fulfilled and passionate about. It's time to expand further out from influencing, which I've already done a little bit with coaching and such, but I want to expand and grow. So Jake and I, we actually just this morning registered our company at the tax office here, meaning that I'm no longer a freelancer here in Korea. I'm actually a business owner, which is exciting, but also really nerve-wracking because that means that all of the practical things here gets a lot more difficult. So this week we're gonna get everything up and running. But first, I need to go to the hairdressers.
It's been a long time,
Yes!
right?
Is it okay? Maybe, like, I wanted shorter again.
Right.
And then, like, I didn't get a cut since last time. So this is the, I waited a long time, so I just
Okay.
wanted to have it like short again.
Okay.
Maybe not all the way up to my jaw, but like just under the jaw. This is really way too long. I don't like it. It's nice when I put it up, but I can't have my hair down when I have this, like, because it just, as you can see, it's just too thin and whatever. It's not good. I should go to the hairdressers more often.
Yes, please. Looks cute.
Thank you.
Hope you like it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Nice. Oh, I feel like I've gotten my own identity back. I feel like Sissel again. Oh, thank you.
Usually it's probably way like better usually, but then I just don't have like that much ingredients. And like this 잘 먹겠습니다.
잘 먹겠습니다. Jay has cooked us pasta.
봉골레.
Vongole. These days I do the Owen Wilson wow a lot. Wow. This is Jay's new apartment.
Welcome guys.
It looks insane. I'm gonna show it to you in a moment because this is just... I didn't realize this kind of thing existed in Korea.
Hi. Welcome to my home.
This is insane. If you told me that this existed, it's very pricey though.
Yes.
Well, we
pink.
will rock you.
It was so girl power.
That's okay. Blood on your face, big disgrace. Say we will.
I'm actually feeling good, which is surprising because I just got my period. It might sound like I'm always on my periods, but I think it's because I'm talking about my period a lot. It's a very relevant thing in my life right now that I'm trying to balance my cycles. So once a month, like any other woman. I've had plans today to go out and meet Molly and Freya at a cafe, and I was really close to canceling because You know me and my first bleeding day, it's very, very uncomfortable, and my very dopamine addicted brain was just wanting to lay down and scroll on my phone. I realized this is not actually my needs that's speaking, it's my dopamine addicted brain. Dopamine is the happy hormone, basically, that releases when we do things that makes our brain feel comfortable. It's like a drug, right? But it is absolutely necessary for well-being. But we are so overstimulated in our brains with dopamine, as like it's a whole thing in the world right now. I think there is not a lot of us who aren't. I want to, in order to sort of optimize my well-being, I want to be very, very deliberate with when I am actually giving myself this dopamine hit. I realized I am rewarding myself a little bit too much in situations where I don't think a reward will benefit me. When you talk neuroscience, you want to give yourself this reward whenever you want to create new neurological pathways. If you're rewarding yourselves, you are subconsciously being wired towards thinking that this sort of action that you're doing is good, and laying and scrolling, canceling plans is not a good thing. So I don't want to reward myself. Instead, I want to reward myself with another action, and that's why I thought, I'm getting up and I'm getting out. I'm still listening to my body. I didn't go to the gym. I don't do any sort of extreme things today, but by getting up and getting this social interaction with two lovely women and just sitting outside in the beautiful sunshine, that will eventually give me a much deeper and healthier sort of dopamine release and create a better habit. So I'm proud of myself for getting up, and I am encouraging you to think about when you are using this dopamine to reward yourself. It has really helped me, and I am very much actively trying to do that. So not any more rambling. Let's just get out into the sunshine. Okay, let's go. I'm reading Breath by James Nestor. I removed the cover because it looks more aesthetic. Don't blame me. It was actually a gift for Christmas from Kayla, and so far it's really good. It's about how to optimize breath and the actual significance it has, how you breathe with your well-being and your health, apparently. It's very interesting. Yet another health thing to think about. Become increasingly aware of the direct link between my physical health and my not only well-being but productivity and concentration, determination, essentially how well I do my job. I do just have a lot more energy, and this might not sound like a surprise at all, but keeping this in my focus and in my mind has actually really motivated me to be much more consistent with my gym times. And now that the gym in my building is finally open, I am able to go down much more often, much easier. No excuses, I guess. One thing that I am also, apart from, you know, my productivity and my well-being and my efficiency in my job, another thing that I'm trying to really improve with going to the gym a lot is actually to work on my discipline. I'm listening to lots of these podcasts from really successful people these days, and trying to take some tips from them. And one of the things that everyone consistently is saying is that discipline is the key, and that having a hobby or something that you do for yourself that will actively teach you discipline is essential. So I've adopted working out as that again, and I already, just after doing this for, I think, what is that now, 2 weeks? I feel so much better. Really, so much better. So yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't seen you in that long. Hello! Oh!
Bring down all the lights, let me hold you close. I'm full of loose ends, will you be my rose?
Across the couch.
I bring the gift from the Americas.
Så det er Virginia.
Just travel far.
Oh my god.
But yours.
I am relaxed, bitch. I fucking love these. Dying.
This is for you,
Oh, is it?
Robin. This is. I thought it was just a
Oh
really
my
cute, like bedside book. And for Steffi, I wanted to give you something that was old school, but then American old school.
Yes! Fuck yeah!
Oh my god, thank you.
My love won't budge. My love won't fade after the preview.
We're getting there.
We're getting closer and
We
closer.
only get one life. I won't live mine without you. Calm or stormy, I'll stay solid when you're distant.
Jake and I are spending the Sunday together just working. I think it's really nice spending the weekend like this, actually. We usually would just lay and watching TV or playing PlayStation all day, but I've actually really been enjoying sort of getting to just sit at home, having some coffee, getting started slowly. In today's focus is website design, logo design on my end, and then Jake, he's gonna look up some more practical things with business registration and email, SEO, domain, all of these practical things. I was listening to this podcast the other day and it actually ended up really provoking me a lot. He said that one of the characteristics of successful people was that they never think that they're working enough. And one of the characteristics of unsuccessful people is that they think that they work a lot and they will always use that in conversation. And I realized it provoked me because I thought, shit, have I been like that kind of person a little bit? No one is going to argue with me that when I say that having the job as influencer and making YouTube videos isn't exactly as mentally challenging on certain levels as other jobs might are. And I can sort of, you know, I'm very privileged to just go to a cafe and that's literally working. And I think I've always sort of prided myself on being one of the more professional and hardworking influencers, and I do think that I am, but because of that I've always sort of placed myself higher in that rank than I should and been sort of arrogant with that. And it's time to change that. I don't want to just also be an influencer. I'm ready to expand, as I said earlier. So now I want to strive to be one of those people who never think that they work enough. In a healthy way. Let's not overdo it. Let's not push ourselves past, you know, our capabilities. But I want to push myself in a certain healthy way so that I can see growth. Yeah, that's just some personal thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys. It's good to hold yourself accountable. Good morning, guys. I'm going to Synes to run some errands, but first I really need some food. My tummy is rumbling so much it was kind of embarrassing in the bus. Let's find something good.
네, 비행기는 7km 넘으면 한국 칸에 모여야 돼요.
아쉬워요. I don't know what it is with me today. I am meeting so many people who just want to chat. I don't know. I feel like this is a sign. I don't know what to say. Usually people aren't that quick to pick up conversations here with strangers, but both at the 백화점 department store and also here, I've just picked up a full conversation. We're just chatting and like, it was just so pure-hearted and sweet. So yeah, that was very nice. Sort of makes the day much brighter. I think I'll just sit and do some invoicing for my first paid coaching client. I have officially moved from doing pro bono into paid coaching, and I would say I have a little bit, like a couple of, I think, money blocks from that I want to work together with my mentor in a couple of days through, but I think I have like a fear for being judged as a scammer in a sense, because I know, like, logically I know, oh, I've taken this like certification and I am doing everything I can like anyone, but I'm just scared that because I'm an influencer, people will deem me as less worth of a coach. I know that you guys won't do that, but I just can't help but fear for that a little bit when I sit and work with this. So sending out that first invoice was a huge step, and it's actually a little bit uncomfortable for me. But yeah, hopefully that'll get easier. It's no secret that I get a lot of my sort of knowledge coming from podcasts. I just love listening to podcasts these days. I've listened to Mel Robbins a lot, and she's just awesome. In the Huberman Lab as well, if you're into neuroscience and building new habits and such. But one thing that I wanted to share that I heard, and I forgot where I heard it from, but it was that you actually release lots of dopamine by telling people about your goals and your plans and your dreams, and sometimes you release so much dopamine that you can actually get addicted to just telling people about your plans rather than just doing them and actually executing them and putting them into reality. So I guess what the point of that podcast sort of was to be more selective with who you tell your dreams and your plans and your goals to, and what you're working on to. Be mindful, what are you going to get back from telling them about this, and maybe is it better to show it when you've actually done it. So I haven't really brought up these new plans or this new company that Jake and I are starting with a lot of people, and also I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, just because I want to sort of test this out, see how productive and how I will sort of get my kick from fulfilling it action-based rather than verbally instead. So it's kind of like a little test that I'm doing these days. Maybe you should try it yourselves. I don't know if it works, but so far it seems to be going good. To make a pasta for dinner for Jake and I. I've been craving some homemade, really super garlicky soup with tomatoes. That's the plan. But I was trying to find a podcast to listen to while cooking.